Hi everyone, welcome to 150 Hours of Chess. Today is day 40, and I'm actually thinking about skipping the puzzles today, and I'm just gonna drop straight into the games. Still playing London System as white, and then playing Scandinavian as black. And yeah, I think I'm fairly comfortable with Scandinavian, so maybe I'll consider also some other openings as black. Um, yeah, I haven't decided if I want to try other openings for white, but yeah, I'll sleep on it and think about it this weekend, and then guess you'll find out on Monday. Still gonna play 15-10, and yes, gonna jump straight into the game. Cool, and white. So London system it is. Okay, night out for the first. Um, I wonder what comes with the night out. I wonder why they don't push the pawn for the first. Why? I feel like this doesn't change as much. Okay. Um, I don't understand why night out. Because they can surely do this and then this out and directly attack the center. But why do they put the knight out first, controlling this square? Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Well, in that case, Indian game. Maybe it's just the opening? Maybe I should look at Indian game for the next. I think Indian game is the black's opening. Okay, the castle, which is fair. Um, Other than that, I feel like a knight out control the center would be a fair move. This is protected by the bishop, and bishop is there. Control the long diagonal. Rook is here. King is relatively safe, but once they move these, it could be slightly empty here. Is there anything I can change? Now they push it here. Open up the light square bishop. I feel like they might aiming to go there. In this case, I feel like I'll probably just continue building and see what they do. And then night out will probably be my next move. And then castling, pawn push. Ah, that's probably why. I should be aware of this combination. Um, but if I lost my knight, I guess I lost my knight. This pawn have two protector. I have one attacker. Okay, they push this up. Knight will probably go there, but I guess castle. Rock in the potential open file. If they push the pawn next, what will happen? I feel like I am taking it here would be if their next move is this, I mean, taking it would definitely make more sense. Because I could also threaten the knight, and if they take it back, I take it with the bishop would also be nice. Even though the pawn push there, I can use the pawn to take. So okay, that should be fine. Just get my knight out and connect my two rock. And what's happened next? This bishop is hanging. This knight is also hanging. If I push it here, that would directly detour it, so maybe no. I mean, I did develop everything I could, but if I push it here, then they can't push it further. And with that there, that kind of blocking where the queen could go this way. So yeah, maybe I'll just respond to that. So I also wonder, are they aiming for this move here to sort of break? But they didn't, they only push it a little. I wonder if they're gonna involve the rock that way. Yeah, I was thinking about getting this pawn away so that I can take the pawn here and then maybe fork the rock, but I guess knight could directly take. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? What is hanging? I know that the rock is hanging, but I don't have an immediate way to punish it. Bishop. This is protecting the bishop. Here, knight is protecting it. Queen and rock are protecting each other. And knight undeveloped, controlling the square, and also protected by the rock. Yeah, everything is protected. And I am running out of sort of what I can do. What can I do? So if I derail this pawn, then here have enough protector, so it should be fine. Maybe I can bring knight to more active. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think the thing I follow said that see if I can check the king if any pieces are hanging. If my pieces are in a not very active square, and put it in an active square if necessary. And try to control the center. And now they just move the knight, discover here, move the knight, attack my bishop. I can just drop my bishop and control where the knight could go. I can also challenge the bishop or take the knight here, but that doesn't, because take the knight just help the rock connect. So I would just completely drop it back. If I can control that square, it would be nice to just take. Can I control that square? It's a light square. If I can manage to take it and then do this, then that would be controlling that square. So that is a workable thing. Also, if they take me and I take it with a bishop, that's also doable. So I guess maybe that is what I'm gonna do next. So I can use the bishop to take and then trade the rook here. Okay. Well, I guess if I do this, that is not as nice now. So light square bishop there is not doable now. My light square is a bit useless, basically. What can I do now? I mean, if I do take, if I take here, they would take it with a pawn, and then I still can't take the knight here. So that is not a fair trade. Bring my knight into the game would be better, but this they could directly take. Here is a bit controlled by my opponent. With my knight here and here, it would be controlled. There aren't many plays that is not controlled. I wonder if I should push it here to attack the knight, because now it's not very workable for me. What if the knight jump back? I mean, at least that is nice, because if I push it further, then I guess they can jump back or here. So if I just do this, they will be there, blocking the bishop. So at least that is doable. Maybe I can even get the bishop here to attack. But will they? If I move my bishop here, they could directly develop the knight and then chase my bishop. But I guess I can move my pawn to take if they do that. So yeah, I think this is more active. Would be slightly annoying if they do this. Okay. Um, I am thinking about a possibility. If the knight here, I take it, and then they take with a fork, queen take, and then that way my queen can take, so that should be fine. With that here, so if they do this, then that would directly attack my bishop, but my knight could develop. If they take here, I guess my pawn could fill the gap. Maybe I should bring the rook to here. I think either is fine. In this case, should I take it with the pawn or should I take it with the bishop? So that is, do I want to control that way or that way? I feel like probably bishop, because knight could go there, attack my bishop. And I now can trace back. I mean, I can take it here. If knight attack me, then I'll take it with a pawn. So that should be fine. Okay, so now my knight have more space. Like here, but that would block. If they do that, still be slightly more awkward. But I guess okay, they decided to use the knight, which is fair. And in that case, maybe they can just do pawn push. And also, this pawn is exposed. Maybe I can get my knight there. Protect the pawn there. Where knight could go, it's not very threatening, so it should be fine. Rock here on this file would make sense. protected by the pawn. Hmm. Can I do something about here? That's probably why they get rid of my dark square bishop so early, because my dark square bishop could control the space, and in the Indian setup, that it would be useful for me to control that space so that my queen could get there. So after that, like all these squares are controlled, so my knight can be used to control that square. So the only useful things would be dark square bishop. So that sort of makes sense. Okay, they decided for the rock trade. I'll for sure let them take me so that rock can control the open file. I mean, there is knight there, but probably not thinking about that far. I am thinking about pawn push. If they take, I can take back, and then my queen could be involved into the game. And then controlling that square. But after this move, queen can be involved. Well, this is really annoying. Can I get other things involved? What can I do? Like, here is you protected by this. Can't do anything here, can't do anything here. Not smart to move that. Bishop is sort of free, but also sort of not doing much thing. This pawn here is not doing anything as well. And also queen. Can my queen do something? I mean, maybe this is, oh no, knight. Rock. Control center. I mean, this could be a move. Control the center. This is a pointless move. Just realize. Okay. Well, if I do this, knight can directly take. And trace back would be the same. So I guess, but if I take, they take back. Or they take back, like surely they will use this. And then bishop will be exposed. And I mean, this is the only place I can think that is not that useless. Is there anything else I can do? Well, I guess at least this way. Knight take, queen take. That would still be relatively equal. I can see this might coming. I can also see this move. Okay. Well, my bishop is protected by my knight, so I guess that is sort of fine. If I move this way, rock could drop. Like, if I move this way, maybe rock could drop. If I move it here, then I guess it's hard for them to directly check me without causing anything. If I go there, they can still do this to check. Yeah, I'll go this way. But also, if I do this, they could do this. If my knight take, rook is not protected. But also, we can do this. Yeah, if I do this, feel like it's probably better that I... Okay. They are definitely looking for something here. In that case, they have to get rid of my knight first. Yeah, the only thing I can see would probably be this. So I'm happy to do it. And also this could make me take one pawn. And then my thought would be rock drop. I think that is first control that, second discover on the bishop. But my next move is this. Let me think. If I take here, they take, I take. That would be check. they would have to drop something to protect. If they don't take, they do this. Nothing is protected. I can take it. Yeah, so I should be fine. I mean, they could do this, or they could do this to block, or this block. They use that to do. I mean, I'm thinking about this check, taking the pawn here. So, yeah, that would do. They can't take anything here, so it should be fine. And then I'm thinking about taking it here and here, and then just try to get either of these to the end. Ideally this one, because bishop can't control that. Okay, they might take the knight, but if I do this, the knight will be protected, so that should be fine. And then my next move would probably be knight here, and then queen take. They thinking about taking the pawn here. Knight is protecting it, so it should be fine. Well, I guess knight is also attacking, but if I want to move my queen, that is not doable. So if knight take there, knight queen's protecting all of this, so that should be fine. They would have to include their bishop into there to attack it. Maybe I should try to check the king. I mean, yes, they can take it here. But I guess I can try to, if they do that, I can try to check again. Because this is the only move they have. And queen can't come back in time to save if they do that. And then, seeing that they do that, I feel like good check. They might thinking about this. What can I do? I mean, I can check again. I'm also protecting it here, so it should be fine. Let me do this. So in that case, it will be this side protected, this side protected. Actually, maybe here is better. Yeah, otherwise it might be difficult for here. And then we can try to get this. A rock should be good enough. Oh, they can drop it back. I guess in that case, I will have to move this way. They have two things that they can take. Mm. Hmm. If they do that, I can bring my knight into the game. Fuck. I'm losing my knight. Hmm. Yeah, so if I do this, they could easily drop and then king take. But if I do this, I wonder if they do something like this or this. Maybe I should just poke it. Queen could do this and then they can take it for free. If I do this, queen move here, king still can drop, but also I can just take it here. Uh, yeah, so that should be a check. Uh, so they can only push it here, and queen for sure. Um, here would be a check. This is a difficult game. I think I blundered and then they also blundered. I definitely could do better. Um, yeah, this opening is quite solid. When this move happened, maybe I should push the pawn here so that that don't happen. And for this here, I wonder if there is any better move. Maybe, I think they do want to get rid of my dark square because of this. Like the dark square here, when they're doing this move, the dark square is really helpful. So I should try to save my dark square as much as possible. Yeah, so maybe rather than that, I could do something else. And then for here, I really should trace it back rather than try to trade it. And this is a wasted move. Like, this move doesn't do anything because after that move, it's gonna be like that no matter what. Though their position is really solid as well. Like, I don't see myself doing anything. But I guess one thing I can do is push the pawn here after that trace back. I can move my queen here, maybe try to line up for this. I think they didn't see my move's intention here. Part of me is wonder maybe here I should start to try to get my knight involved into the game. And maybe in here, rather than doing that, I should just start to push the pawn. And then they might still give me a check. Might take the pawn here. I mean, one thing they could do is this bishop. Or, I mean, I can just give them another check. After king move, I also push the pawn. Yeah, because I imagine they would like to take it. In that case, maybe... Oh, actually, take it here could be nice. But I guess that could promote. And then... Yeah, that would be hard. Yeah, that's the end game. I still have one blunder. I think I know where it is. It's the move that I blunder my knight, but also I win their bishop very shortly. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and be back soon. Am I still white this time? Okay, black. Scandinavian. They're probably gonna take a bit. Try to decide. Take or push. That's not very common. red here opening. That's the gambit. Okay. Interesting. They went this way. From what I believe, I feel like so where they could go, they could take it. My next move, I'm thinking about would be this. They could also go here. Bishop would also control there. They could also go here to fork. I'm happy to take it with my king. And if they bring the queen out, that's not smart. And yes, honestly, I feel like, well, if the knight go there, nothing too much I can do. So that would be a, oh well. I think this would be the best. Also have to be aware of this move. But knight developed would solve that issue. Or like pawn push would solve the issue. If nothing happened, this pawn push, bishop develop, knight out, castling, pawn push. That would be my thought. Knight out, or like knight out here, and then rook out. Okay, instead of doing that, they're doing this. I think now they're aiming for here. Ah, that's what they're planning to do. Well, that's fine, in my opinion. I'll just continue, develop. The only problem might be here, like if it is still safe for my bishop to develop there. Or, you know, maybe I can develop my knight first, challenging it. And if they did take, I can take it with my queen. And then I can develop my bishop there, because that won't be... what exactly are they up to? Are they just aiming to take my bishop there? But in that case, like, this knight will be hanging. So this would be a thing I could do. Like, when did that happen? Oh yeah, push it up to support, and that's already open. In this situation, it's already open up for this. So their knight shouldn't move, because now they move. And then this is coming. They open up here to attack here. I mean, I'll probably just completely drop it back, I would think. And then when they take here, that will just be a trade, which is fine. I will continue developing, or also maybe drop it to here could be interesting. Like, why? Why? Are they thinking about taking it here, but my move, and then that will still be supporting? Like, I don't exactly understand. Oh, actually, You know, instead of doing that, maybe what I can do is knight out attack here. And then if they push, I can push the pawn up and then attacking here. Rather than doing that. But I mean, yes, you can take, but I can also take it with my king. Like, what is the point? Like, they're already down one piece. And take it would, like, they would leave more piece. I see. I mean, that's still solvable. I can do this, protecting here. And also I can do knight there, protecting here and protecting here. And that is protected by my pawn, so and then castling, bring the rook out. It's not very solid. Now the pawn is under attack. Okay. Well, in that case, I have to evaluate here. If the queen take here, that would be checkmate. So maybe what I can do, queen here, protecting this pawn, also give their king a check. They would have to think about something about it. And then I can try to see what I can resolve. Or I can push this pawn up, because that would also protecting this pawn, blocking the queen. This one thing doesn't do anything. But I guess bishop here could. Well, in that case, maybe I can bring the. Yeah, no, I'll do this first and see what they do, and then from what they do, I will decide what I'm gonna do. They decided to do that, which is fine. I can castle here. They would have one protecting here, like a rock here. Only problem is this. I mean, now I can push it up, challenging the bishop here, protecting by this bishop. When did I lost a piece? Ah, when I have knight there, and I couldn't take it back. Night out could be a way. However, if they push the pawn here, it'll be slightly awkward. Maybe I can get my knight there. And yeah, I can't do that way. Maybe in that case I can do it there. I Well, if they push it here, maybe I can get my knight there. Okay. Directly challenging my queen. Where can my queen go? Feel like maybe I can get it to there, just like attacking here. Or maybe I can. Here is not as smart. Here is lining up. Here, here, here. Yeah, I feel like maybe here would be most reasonable. Taking it here would definitely attack two pieces. Okay. Well, I guess if I do this, that will be pinned. If I do this, I'll lose my knight. I guess I can jump back. That is still sort of protected by my queen. Or, I can just trace back there. Or I can go there. Yeah, I would say here would be the best. If they do this, I have one protector. Oh! Oh, no. Luckily, queen is still protected. So I guess probably the bishop into the game. Or, next move could be this. Depend on what they do. Okay, they are doing this. Well, guess that could be blocked by that. And one thing I'm also thinking about would be queen here. And then I mean, they could take this. So I guess I'll do this. That's an interesting move. Because yeah, why don't they move the queen? At this point, it seems like checkmate is easier. Queen on here. Ideally, queen on this position, and then try to go there. And then I can use the knight to take. Well, or, you know, I can just, no, I have to move the queen first. Otherwise, it will be that. Discover, I do a discover on my queen, so I have to do that first. And then it'll be knight move. Okay. If they take it here, I guess I'll just take it, so it shouldn't be too bad. That's a trade. Or so here, as long as I'm trading all the equal piece, I will be end up a more powerful piece than my opponent. And then I can just check with that piece. Why? Why? What are they thinking? Why don't they just like trade pieces? Like, this doesn't do anything of things. This doesn't do anything. Like, literally. I feel like this is the only sensible move that I can see. But that would block the um that would definitely block the rock's way out. And then I'll probably just take the pawn here and then chip away the pawn there. Yeah. Okay, here, is there any better move? I was preventing for that, which is sensible, at least I think. They did that. I mean, here, I can trade that piece. I mean, that would probably be a sensible trade, in my opinion. And then, are there more moves they could do after this move? Queen controlling here. Dark square bishop controlling there. Maybe get the light square bishop out to here, because I don't have any d-file pawn to fork them. I mean, knight could go there, or pawn push, bishop could go there, and then just like preventing my pawn push and develop my dark square bishop. Like, all of this is nice, but they move away, which leave the knight hanging. This is probably a less sensible move. I feel like I should probably get this out first. They would have to react to it rather than just directly take my knight there. I think this would be a better move. Luckily, I managed to recover after realizing this. This is definitely a blunder from them. So now I can't see it. Damn it. I think that's... that is a blunder move, as I thought. Okay, this is a blunder of mine. Really, this is a bad move. Okay. Why this is a bad move? I don't understand. Queen take f5. Yeah, this is the thing that I'm thinking about they could do. Ah. Maybe instead of doing that, I could do this. F4. Like here. Ah. Yeah. I could save the pawn here and then sort of blocking the dark square bishop. That's fair. So anyway, this is another sort of blunder of mine. Yeah, that's a blunder of them. And I believe after that, I didn't make any mistake. It's very interesting that I shouldn't have castled here. I guess that is fair that this pawn is hanging. I should have do something about it. And that with it here, that could blocking it. Yeah, that's a good point. Another good point is like earlier, also with it here, instead of knight move, I should have do the queen move. That would also stopping them from checking me. Yeah, it's an interesting game. And next one. Okay, still black, still playing Scandinavian, transit into French. French side here is pushing the c-file pawn to challenge the center and take the center. Yep. I mean, bishop develop would be fair, in my opinion. Or knight develop could take the pawn here, but they could also do that to protect and helping them. I should also be aware of the square because knight could go now. So maybe instead of that, I am pushing the pawn here, controlling the square. And then I'm gonna push, develop the bishop and try to poke the knight there. Well, in that case, wondering, should I do this? So if I do this, they take, and if I take it here, they take my bishop for free. So I guess, wait, if I take, they take, that's sort of equal trade, and then I can develop, attacking them again. But that is a good, relatively good position for me. If I develop my knight, they take my queen, they take my knight, threatening my queen, and then I would like to take it back or move the queen, and then my bishop would be hanging, and then they can take my bishop for free. So that would be, I'm losing piece in this case. So taking it would be smarter, and then develop my knight. Cool. After that, I mean, this knight development would make more sense. Light square bishop is a bit useless at the moment. Maybe I'll just get it up. Okay, they got the light square bishop out as well, controlling these space. Or maybe I can get my knight out and then castling first as well. So yeah, I like the knight move. Okay, they castled. I would castle as well. Now they controlling quite a few space, honestly. Yeah, I feel like this escape square would still be nice. And now I need to think, what do I want to do? I mean, knight here could be good, because that's attacking there. Okay, they lining up for here. And now all their pieces were protected, because I was thinking about this. I think maybe instead of that move, I should have used my knight to take it there. But now I lost opportunity. Well, what can I do now? I mean, knight here could be good. So like both will be attacking there. But also, if the bishop get to there, that would be annoying. So here would all the other, so only this base would be annoying. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I'll get bishop out first, and then we could consider maybe queen here. Yeah, I really miss the chance of that. What is set up to? Are they thinking about here and also here to attack? Not sure. I mean, if they do move the queen, unless they move it to here, this bishop would be hanging. So this would definitely be a move. Well, even though they do this, this have protection. Like, it doesn't matter. Maybe I could start to pushing on here to attack the knight. Yeah, I think here would definitely be nice, because both of where the knight could go are controlled. Rock to the open file. This is really useless. I'm waiting for the queen to move to attack the bishop here. What exactly are they up to? They're not attacking here. They're just controlling this space. Maybe I should poke it. Get my knight there. But I'm still facing this issue. And I mean, the knight could also go there to protect the bishop. But yeah, what exactly can I do? Like, my queen is sort of stuck. Maybe it is worth to get the knight out. Okay. That is another move. They could also push it here. That could be difficult. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? I take, they take. That would be equal. I take, they take. That would also be equal, but that would give me more square to work with. I can even push my rook up, attack here. Yeah, I think that's fair. It would just be an equal trade, right? Okay. That's just building up for that square. One move I'm thinking is this move, just to get rid of the queen. And then I can push it up here and then involve my bishop. This is supporting here and this is supporting this. And I am aiming for here. It's not as easy for my queen to get there. But I mean, yeah. Queen could definitely get here. I mean, yes, they can do this. But I guess I can do this, or yeah, I think here would definitely be a move. They thinking about trading. So let's say if I take it here and then they take me, that would be a discover. So it's actually worse for me. So if I take here, then I lose my queen. If I move my queen, then I lose a bishop. I can take here. I mean, queen could take back. And then, yeah, no matter what, that would be more awkward. So take or not take? Yeah, I'll take. Because light square is slightly more awkward for me. Here will be another move. Attack the queen again. And also pawn protected. They hide it inside. Thinking about this move, I can completely drop back, protecting here. I can also just push it. So if I push it here, let's say they take, I'll take back. If they take, I'm taking. That's definitely better. But if I take this, they'll take it here. And then, but what if they include another piece? Then how can I? I guess I can just keep pushing. Let's say they take it here. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. I mean, this is guaranteed equal trade. And then this would be a check. They would have to resolve it first. And then I can evolve the rock in. So they can't take me. Okay, now what? I could definitely challenge the queen here. If they take, I take it as a rock and still protecting here. If they don't take, they don't have any immediate way of checking me. So they would have to move the queen. There aren't as many good space that they could move to. So that would be fair. And maybe I can take the pawn here and chip away this pawn. Okay, well, I guess in this case, I can't move because otherwise I'll be losing piece. I mean, can I check the queen again? Let me attack the queen again. I would like to attack the rock. Okay. After they move that way, maybe this time I'll move this way. Also protect the pawn and also attack it there and not poke the queen. Okay, now what they're up to? They're pushing it here. So now I can't move. If I move, they would take it for free. I'm thinking about going there, threatening to take the rock, but that doesn't do anything. If I don't do this, if I do it here, that would take. But if I push this up, they take, I take, they will be isolated. So at least here would benefit me more. I feel like here would probably make more sense. Hmm. I think I've lost that one as well. And also, it's a shame that I can't take it. No, I can't block it. I mean, here would be doable. It would be nice if I can take it here. Am I gonna force a... This was a draw. This is hilarious. Okay, apparently this is not a smart move. I'm just normally developing. Okay. I decided to take... I wonder what does the ancient think in this move. Okay. I think... bishop take would be the best. I also think that. Yep. So this is definitely a miss. I should take here. And then it would be far more than this move. They completely bounce back because I missed that. They think I should also do knight take. I did... Apparently this is not the great move. The great move should still be push the pawn here. And then queen e3. Queen come back. Oh, that would be forcing a queen trade. No, wrong one. That should be here. Okay, this is not the best move. I should have keep pushing. They try to challenge. I take. Queen take. Rock challenge the queen. They this is not the best move. The rock d8. Ah, that would be the perfect to get my other rock involved. Okay, that's fair. I move my queen. That's why it was harder to involve my queen. By the end. I was wonder, should I have done this? Like rather than that, done this so that anywhere queen could go, it will be controlled by me. Queen f3. Yeah. Well, but I guess they have a few. Yeah, I think queen go there, control more space would be better rather than go the other way. Yeah, they managed to flip the situation in the end game. For here, instead of doing that, I wonder, can I do this? Well, I guess they can do this to check again. So yeah, at this point, it's fair. I could have done better. I could have done better. Like during the game, queen could have gone there, just controlling more where my opponent's queen could go and then forcing a trade. Or so that I can bring the rock fast enough here, take away this pawn, and then push this pawn. So yeah, that I wouldn't. I should have trade the queen, and then it will be better for me. And yeah, there is one step that I didn't see that my opponent have a bishop hang that I could take. Just gonna play one more game. I'm white. So London system. When I see this setup for the chess streaming that I'm watching, they said push this pawn up to challenge the pawn there. I don't feel safe about it though. Don't quite like it. Well, I'm gonna get my knight out and then do this. Also, this is open. If I do this, then they do this. Knight can't get out, so I guess I'll do the normal stuff. Well, I guess I can push this pawn here first, and then so that they can't go there. This might be Yinnect. Okay, they castled. Can I do this? But what if they don't take? I take here, that's actually helping them. So maybe I won't do that. I'll just develop my knight. And then they challenged me. I guess I'll just support. Okay. They've one thing would be nice, would be knight there. Just controlling the square. So bishop probably gonna be here. What they up to? Like both of them are relatively controlled. So I guess I'm just gonna do what I originally planned to do. And then castle. They move one step. Are they aiming here? What exactly are they aiming? Like nothing else is controlling there. Doesn't worry me as much. Okay. They don't have a follow-up. Like they don't, if they have a queen here, yes, I'll definitely be worried. They don't have a queen here. That's why I am not worried. Light square bishop. I'm thinking get my queen. Or I can get my rook to the open file first, and then thinking about my next move. Bishop is currently quite active. Light square bishop and the knight, and the queen is not. What exactly are they up to? I do not know. I mean, here maybe is a good space. Or, you know, I can get my knight involved again. Because that would definitely be more active. Are they thinking about this move? So after that, if they push it here, they have 1, 2, 3 protector. I only have 1, 2, 3 attacker. So they will be winning it by the end. But if I get my knight here first, and if they take it with the knight, I take it with the pawn, and then they take it with the bishop, I take it with the bishop, I'll be winning piece. Okay, they supporting it here. Here is supported, here is supported. I'm not too worried. Here is protected by my rock. I feel like now it's time to get my queen involved in here. Though I do want to get my bishop to there. So maybe, I'll get my queen here first. And that's actually a quite active square. And then I can get my bishop there, and then I can't move my queen, I just realized. They are control all that square. Queen would have to go somewhere like here to go that way. So maybe can get my queen to there. Or I can just go there. It's just more active. They move the rock here, controlling it here. The only situation I am thinking they could do would be knight there, and that would be protected by the rock. So that's why they move it there, because they want to get the knight there. I'm not too worried, I guess. I'll just... Ooh, actually, one thing I can see is that here is not controlled by the rock anymore. I can directly go there and just try to get my queen there. Or I can still try to go there. So actually, I will still do that. Okay, one push. That would attack the knight. They might protect the knight. This is really a good position. Pawn push. Okay, so that is coming. I am happy to trade in this situation if that's what's coming. But I'm gonna might get my queen there and then get my queen there. I am hoping this move and then this move. But then I guess they could push it up. Are they thinking about this move? And then opening up for the queen. I don't know. This move, if they push it up here, I'm happy to take. They would have to move it fast enough. I mean, knight there would probably be enough time to stop this move. What can I do? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Knight there would be the best. But here is protected, so that should be fine. I mean, rock to the center, controlling this base with the pawn push. And then, well, it's not smart for the queen to take here because king can directly take back. And if they do it here, that's still not helping with the knight. What else can I do? I mean, rock move would definitely be smart. They don't have any light square bishop anymore, so they can't fork me here. They move it here, controlling here, but also maybe I should also push the pawn up here. With it here would be empty. But also that would be available. Maybe I can just push the pawn. Okay. Knight move. Yeah, here would be safer. I can see that this might coming. This move. I guess rock could be out. So, oh well. Can I, is there anything else I can do? After this move? I then can bring the rock into the game. Here is protected by my rock, and these pawns are all protected. If they do this, or they do this, I mean, or at least the rock could be connected here first. Problem might be this. They want to trade. I mean, I can trade. Yeah, let's trade. Well, I guess now here could come in. And then king, I think that's good, because king don't have a way to move. Are they trying to... I wonder previously, like in this move, should I take? If I take, they take, and then I take. I have two pieces. But now, yeah, I should have to do that. Okay. They can't, because if they move the rock, I can check. And so, what can I do? I can come back, for sure. One. If I go there, they take, I take. That would have to drop. I take again. I have two pieces versus one piece. I go there, they drop that. I take with a check. They take. I can come in. Well, if they don't take, I'll just drop it back to here. The good thing is that they can't immediately go there, otherwise it'll be fork. Where else it could go? That would be a fork. That would be a that would attack my rock. Elsewhere it's sort of fine. So for these two places they could go. So here would be included, and here would be included. So those are the places that my king can't go. Otherwise, it will be awkward. So I guess here. These could be taken. And then I'll probably just push this pawn. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. Get this rock involved protecting here. Where knight could go, can't immediately attack. This is another chance of I could do take, they take, I take back. Okay, they did that, attacking here. Or attacking here. But that two space is sort of fine, I guess. In this case, maybe I should just get my king involved, protecting here. So this is where the knight could go. And if they go there, I directly take. If they go there, I also directly take. So knight here is blocked. I take, that draw them away. I can't do this. So that is not as ideal. So that would just be an equal trade. So maybe instead of that, if they take, I take, that would still be I am thinking about going here. And then king have nowhere to go. And as long as I can do that, it should be fine. I think I can do this. So if they take, I guess I'll take here. And then when they go there, maybe I can try this. It's a shame. It's a shame. This is really interesting. They try to attack here. Let's say if I take there, they would draw away. This pawn would be fine. I can just push it up, I guess. Also, this is also doable. Yeah, so let's do this. They take, I take, king take, should be fine. King take. If they take it here, if they block it here, if I move, rook will be hanging, so no, I shouldn't move. They give up. I should be fairly close. Like, if they push it here, take it with the bishop, and then I feel like here will be a fair move. I'll definitely drop back. King go there, protecting the pawn there. And then, like, but the pawn can't go anywhere. So here, I think the queen would be fair. Pawn can't go. King have to move. So probably here. And then I feel like queen here could be a move. And then they have this move. King will come. That would be a stalemate. Come back here. So now this is the escape square. I can't. I should leave it there. King move. Queen there. King probably have to drop there. And then this is escape square. So here, king move, my king move, and then that's checkmate. So yeah, that's good. And it's a really good game. So thank you guys for watching and supporting, and For the people who's in New Zealand, happy what is the Maori word? It's like a Maori New Year today. Matariki. Yeah, happy Matariki, and yeah, I'll see you on Monday.